Yo, what's up guys, it's Garrison here and welcome back to the channel. So today I'll be doing my first listen / full-on review to LOONA's 4th mini album called And. Now I'm super duper excited to see how these B-sides are really gonna break down, especially after checking out the MV for their song Paint the Town, PTT. You already know, I checked it around 3 a.m. My time, 10-ish hours ago when I initially filmed my video for it. So if y'all haven't seen my reaction to the MV for their song Paint the Town, PTT, be sure to check it out, as I freaked out a lot and had a lot to say. But aside from that, I saw huge names when I saw the track listing initially roll out for this 4th mini album, and a lot of recognizable lyricists, huge producers and artists, a production team, the list goes on. Before we get into this first listen though, please note that this first listen will be split into 2 parts as before when I did for their previous 3rd mini album. But let's just get into this first listen now, shall we? Alright, so the first track we have here is called And, the intro track of course to this mini album. As some of y'all are familiar with my first listens, I can't skip out on these intro tracks, and especially when it comes to LOONA's mini albums. But let's just get into it. The buzzing, the electro sounds, and the drums. Oh, really connects well to the title track, of course. Really carries on the same elements, the intensity. Alright, so that was And, the intro track to this 4th mini album. I really think it sets the tone to this mini album, and it connects well to the title track. And totally see them perform Paint the Town, PTT with this intro track, carrying on from this intro, right, and into their title track for a performance and all. Got to love their intro tracks as always, of course. And I always love the consistency when it comes to intro tracks, when you see the same people that work for the title track for any artist, for any group or soloist, to be honest. So I think this intro track really lines consistently to the title track and really sets the tone and mood to this mini album. But let's just get into the next track now, shall we? So this next track is called Wow. On my feed earlier, I saw that they ended up performing this at their showcase. We love to see it. I'm definitely gonna have to watch their performance of Wow after this first listen at some point. But I am seeing huge recognizable names behind this particular track. Of course, Ryan S. Jun back at it again. As some of us already are familiar with Ryan S. Jun, has been really wanting to work with LOONA. He ended up working on their title track and for this B-side called Wow. Ryan S. Jun has worked with huge artists, likes of Weekly's After School, various SM artists, Twice, Oh My Girl, and even Oh My Girl's Yua's a B-side called Abracadabra, if I recall correctly. Moving on though to Anna Tingren, Harold Phillip on We Love to See It, and then I am seeing Alon, really well-known producer, of course, and all, working with various SM artists as well, such as Super M, NCT 127, but I'm also seeing Alyssa. Now, Alyssa is one producer that I am starting to familiarize with myself, to be honest. Has heard some of her works in the past, and especially one of my favorite B-sides out there coming from G-Friend called Eye of the Storm. And I am also seeing, though, Yuha on the lyrics department for this song. Oh my goodness, in case y'all don't know who Yuha is an up-and-coming solo artist under Universal Music, of course, and she has put out amazing music, has an upcoming album soon this summer, and I'm highly anticipating it. She debuted with Island, came through with such an amazing song called A Bit Tipsy, and has featured as of recently on Sober with Junie's song called Sober. So if y'all haven't checked out Yuha's music before, be sure to, as she has amazing lyrics to her songs and all, and I really love her music and her herself as an artist, to be honest. I've covered her songs in the past on my channel here before, but with that being said, let's just get into this. Oh, the piano. Oh. Yes, Kim Lip. They really went with the new Jack Swing route, huh? Oh. Wow. Loving how snappy the tempo is in the song. The rhythm is. Olivia? Oh, BB. Let's go on. Love how fun the song is at the same time. Oh, the chimes here. Woo. Love the percussion work in this. And all those sort of throwback elements, of course. The Shining Door splits into 12. Wow. Loving the energy in this as well. Woo-hoo! So that was wow, everyone. Wow, what can I say? This is a 10 out of 10 song for me, and I'm gotta say this right away. Such a title track worthy song. I mean, really coming through with the new jack swing route, the new jack swing genre. Now, if y'all not familiar with this particular genre and been loving it as you've heard this song or other songs that utilize this genre, it's a combination of jazz, R&B, and funk, and that's really evident throughout the elements that we heard in this song together, especially the tingling of the piano, having that jazz impact upon this song. Oh my goodness, I love the energy, love the snappy tempo, rhythm to it, to be honest. And if y'all like this song, I'm sure y'all like as well as Wow Thing, which really takes the new jack swing route as well. That amazing SM Station collab. And I also think y'all would love Summer by Myself, a new B-side coming from Brave Girls themselves on the Summer Queen album that I covered in my first listen to their album. But yeah, New Jack Swing, wow, I really didn't see this one coming, to be honest, but it's everything that I didn't know that I wanted in my life. LOONA and New Jack Swing, everyone, with such amazing lyrics in this one. I am so proud of Yuha coming far with her songs and also working with other artists for lyrics and also on the composing side. In case y'all didn't know, she took part on the composing side for Paint the Town, but for this one, she took part on the lyrics side, though. I really love the lyrics. There's some iconic moments, like the 12 Doors one, if I recall correctly, by Kim Lip in this song, and other moments. And like I said, I love the percussion instruments in this as well, with the tingling of the breakdown of the piano. But let's just break down this song. So, because I really, really loved it, okay? When I love a song this much, I gotta break down parts and really point out parts that I really love in the song. So let's just do that now. Let's just start from the beginning. So initially, we hear the snapping, right? And then all the brass sounds coming out with Chu. Whoa, hey, make him go, wow, woo, wow. Oh my goodness, Chu coming off and starting off this song just like that. Oh, I love how lively this song really is, how it just starts like that. And then let's continue here. Really love Kim Lip's parts in this song. And go on. Oh yeah, girl, the moon is rising now. But what we've heard there, during Heejin's part here, bit of the shaker in the back. Oh, like I said, I can't emphasize this enough. The percussion instruments used in this, the shakers to the chimes and other percussion instruments, so good, so good. Yes, Hassel, and the chimes there during Hassel's part. Definitely has that upbeat tempo, like Wow Thing, I've got to admit, now that I think of it. Oh, this was another part in the song that I absolutely love. Olivia, hey everyone. The beep effect coming in and then her jumping on the track and laying down the lines like that. So good. But this piano chords. BB. Everyone is surprised from the start. You are already, I've been walking down this road like now by East, okay? Enjoy yourself. Break the world and wave when you dance to the rhythm. So good. Of course, there can be lost in translation at times when it comes to these lyric videos, but I am really loving what I'm seeing and hearing right now. When you got like a New Jack Swing type of song, you gotta add in like lyrics such as rhythm, of course. Oh my goodness, don't even get me started with this part. Kim Lip coming through with this shining door splits into 12. Oh, so good. But what, like, as much as you may think, oh, this song cannot get better, it only gets better and better. Sort of like the clacking, stomping kind of motion that we're hearing in this part of the song, this section right here, just so good. And the bridge and the final chorus, of course. Jinsol. Tingling the piano. Woo! Woohoo! Y'all hear that? Time to shine. The hooks are super catchy and memorable. The overall dynamic in the song is just beautiful. And how they do their parts in kind of succession, you know, hearing Go On, BB, and how they work off each other. Really good song, 10 out of 10. New Jack Swing, oh my goodness. This got me curious if they got more throwback feel kind of songs where they mess with throwback 80s, 90s type genres, and all, as we've been hearing that a lot these days in the K-pop scene. Honestly, one of the best things that happened to K-pop last year going into this year of 2021. But a huge shout out to everyone behind the scenes again who worked with LOONA for this particular track, as it is so good and addictive right off the bat upon first listen. But let's just get into the next B-side now, shall we? So this next song is called Be Honest. Now I'm seeing Christian Karlstorm, Cassiopeia, and Ellenberg on the composing side to this song. Now Christian Karlstorm has worked with several artists, but Cassiopeia I'm quite familiar of more so as I've seen her worked with Red Velvet twice, ITZY, BTS, the list really goes on. As for Ellenberg, in case y'all didn't know, Ellenberg has worked with LOONA in the past before on their title track, Why Not, and has worked with other huge artists, the likes of Red Velvet, such as their songs Peekaboo, Sunny Side Up, Power Up, and a lot of other artists like TXT, N-Hyphens Given, Taken, a lot of bangers out there, honestly. But let's just get into Be Honest now. Turn up the car here. The radio. Ooh, hold up. Whoa. The horns here, though. Oh my. Love the bass work in this. Oh, Eves. Really went with like a mix of R&B and soul, I'd have to say. Vivi going into Olivia? No way. Yep, definitely soul. Just how they sing and deliver their lines too. Oh, hold up. I'll take you far into space. Love the looping in this song too. This really seems like a song that would come out from like Girls' Generation or their unit TTS, to be honest. Really reminds me of what Girls' Generation would put out, which is unbelievable. It's remarkable. Oh, the revving too, the taking off and all. Kind of really reminds me too of what like Red Velvet would put out in the early days. I'm talking like 2016 or something like that. You can definitely, or at least for me, I can definitely hear the influence coming from the producers and singer-songwriters that worked with LOONA on this. Be honest, I would say, yeah, the R&B mixed with the soul genre, but more so old school, I'd have to say, and it works really well with their voices. And what really shocks me a lot, though, is how the members come through with their lines. I really loved Yeojin's lines, I really loved Vivi's lines, and I really loved Gowon's lines and Olivia Hayes' lines, most particularly in this song. And Eves, oh, don't even get me started with Eves in this song, be honest. So this is what it's like to get like a full retro take coming from LOONA with a LOONA modern twist to it. Oh, we love to hear it and see it. This song is just so good. Oh my goodness, another 10 out of 10 song for me. But let's just bring back this song again and break down some parts. Let's just do that now. I just love how this starts, the walking to the car, getting in the car, turning on the engine, and then it really kicks off. And also the sampling at the end too. It sort of makes me think it's kind of a vibe going on a road trip with your friends or something at night. Have the breeze coming through your hand out of the window and all. And I think there's sections that really give off that feeling and vibe too, you know. I'm trying to say, I'll try to point out those parts in this song. The radio, of course. And of course, if I recall correctly, we've heard this part of the song before, like the looping going on. Jum Jum, Hyunjin, Ayeon. The beep beep beep, the hi hi hi, really, I can't emphasize this enough. It really throws it back and really reminds me of the good old days with Girls' Generation and what would TTS would come out, the subunit of Girls' Generation would come out. It's really nice to really have these new songs utilize throwback kind of genres these days. Who's here with me with that point? But let's continue this. Their vocals are really shining in this. From the bass work too. I really love how this song elevates so early with Eves coming through. It's just so good how it switches up here. Yes, Jinsoul. Love how they deliver honest. Oh, and how it switches up again. Like, come on. Here we go. Stop. Honest with Heejin coming through with the honest, but BB, how could you want more? Go on, I'm going to pop and pop. Olivia Hay, I lift it up high in the sky. That's right. So good. Like I said, the kind of succession that's going on is amazing. Really, this makes up, to be honest, of what we've gotten and heard from the likes of Go On and VV in their title track PTT. I think these B-sides are really making up for that. But like I said, I can't emphasize it enough. Even though there's a little bit of amount of lines, if those lines are very memorable and iconic, it really makes up for the lackluster or of amount of lines given to a certain member for any group, girl group or girl group. But when it comes to screen time, that's a whole different topic that I need to talk about, a whole different story. But let's just continue this. Love the ad-libs in this too. So soulful. Yeojin's parts in this though. Beyond the Moonlight. Sort of like this cowbell sound going in the back. I really love that kind of sound. Some sort of percussion, like a wood block or a cowbell or something in the back. Definitely a new side coming from LOONA, to be honest. And that's what I'm loving about this first listen so far. They're really showing new sides to themselves, messing with different genres and showing how their range really is, how flexible they can be, and they are sure flexible. But wow, that was Be Honest. Let's just get into the next song now, shall we? Which is the second part to this first listen. So y'all be sure to check out part 2 of this first listen. That this song, Be Honest, concludes part 1 of this first listen / full on review to LOONA's 4th mini album called And. So see you y'all in the first listen, second part, of course, to this first listen. Sorry, I gotta correct myself there, but see y'all in part 2 then.